full some. In NC, I'm an A&T, we can roll some. When I touch down, yo, A&M got a show coming. Tell me, who do it better? Fall in line like it's next semester. Don't flip-flop on a nigga, I slide on you with a Howard sweater. Right now, I don't do forever. Right to your chest like the letter, man. Don't act like you don't understand it. You can say the word, you can spell, man. Yo, roll on it. I'ma need adults that can stroll on it. Saying tones are getting bold on it. This my lane now, pay a toll on it. Move your body, put your soul on it. What else am I supposed to do? Ain't no one better than you. HBCU. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to Saturday's edition of Point A, Point B. The sports show where we might not always be right, but you can't tell us that we lied about it. We super duper excited. We got my talented host on the show today. To my immediate left, we got the most holiest man of all time, promptly known now as the Bald Eagle. Brooklyn, what's going on, baby? How you feeling?
What's going on? We feeling great. This is some great energy. I'm excited to talk sports and tell you guys how wrong you are.
Absolutely. We would love for you to lie to everybody watching right now. And to the immediate right, we got the most seasoned man of all time, the grandfather of information, Mr. Trial and Tribulation, the beginning of a nation. Harold, what's going on, brother? How you feeling?
This whole building. I'm good, man. What's going on?
Man, I'm super excited, man. I wanna let y'all know, man, we got so many things to talk about today, including the return of the amazing segment that we all know and love, Doing Too Much. Okay, fans, anybody that's watching right now, you see that phone number at the bottom of the screen. If you want to call in and give your amazing take, you can call in that number 716-390-0739 to be able to give your take. We'll react to it today on Doing Too Much, or you can just listen to my crazy takes, you know what I'm saying, to see if y'all like what I got to speak about. We're gonna start how we always start. You boys ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
We're gonna start how we always start, with the amazing segment Start in 5, which we go over quick takes on what happened so far in the last 48 hours of sports. Let's begin. My apologies for that. They're trying to ban a tush push. Teams have came together to get rid of the fabled tush push, made popular by the Eagles. Eagles coach saying that our team worked hard to be able to craft that, not only craft that, but to perfect it. So they are fighting back against the ban, but the NFL is strongly considering it. How do you feel about that? Hey, Neko.
What's up, Neko?
What's good, Neko?
I just want to say about this real quick, because it's just complete asinine that you're trying to ban something that only one team is good at. Only one. You know what? Why don't other teams do it? Oh, well, we can't do it as well as you. What do you mean you trying to ban something just because I'm good at? Why don't we ban people from running 4.4 yard dashes fast? Why don't we stop people from catching the ball one-handed in the end zone, or the toe tap on the sidelines? If you're that good, maybe you shouldn't be that good. Let's not let you be good at the game that you paid millions for.
Pepper.
Yet another reason why I say the Eagles won't repeat. They're getting targeted. Yeah. They're getting targeted, bro. I'm sorry. I have to agree with Brooklyn. Yeah. This is ridiculous. Absolutely. I mean, it's not like it's so unfair that they win every game every time with it. So I'm not understanding what the problem is.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Miss you too, Neko, by the way. I totally agree. I think this is an insane thing to do. It's a tush push, man. If you can't guard it, you're pretty trash. Just line up on the line, man. Pinch. All you gotta do is pinch. Miss you too, Neko, though. I want to say that real quick. Oh man,
Let's talk about it. Johnny's back. Jim Harbaugh. Sorry, his last name destroys me, bro. Like one of the last names in the NFL that just cooks me. I just don't understand it. He signed a 3-year extension, keeping him on the Ravens sideline until 2028. This is with him owning a 172-104 record in the regular season and a 13-11 mark in the playoffs. He's tied right now with Hall of Famer Bill Parcells with the 15 most regular season victories in NFL history. Do you feel like Jim Harbaugh should be on a hot seat if he does not win a Super Bowl this year after signing this extension?
Girl, I'll let the Raven fan take that.
To be real with y'all, I thought that he was on. Because they didn't extend him before the season was over with. I thought he was on the way out. It surprised me that he got extended. It really did. Not saying anything bad about him as a head coach,
right.
Overall, but I thought they were going to start trying to go into a new direction. But overall, every head coach, you can question some things about him, but overall, he has been a good coach. So.
Interesting.
I'm not really bothered by it.
Go ahead, Brooklyn.
Is it back to that word of narrative? Is he a good coach because of his last name Harbaugh? Harbaugh? Or whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. The honest truth is you're not producing since you were with Joe Flacco. That's the Super Bowl year. Since then, you had a Super Bowl time and time again trying to get it, but it comes up short. When is enough enough? I don't think you should have extended. This was a silly choice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think that maybe it's. Wait, I'm having a little interference. You guys hear that?
Yeah, somebody's trying to break in. I hear it.
We got some breaking news. Oh my God! Oh, I wasn't expecting this. We got the Tones the News guy. Breaking news here from Tones the New Guy. In a shocking display of what experts are calling a elite level Houdini move, the Lakers are still missing in clutch times. Their defense against the Bulls, horrendous. They're saying that their clutch gene was stolen with their defense last week and still has not been found, even with Luka having 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 0 answers in the last 12 seconds. It is now being worked. Our producer is saying that yes. Stephen A. Smith is going to be talking about this for the next 3 weeks. Yes. Oh, and okay. Yes. Also reporting that this is going to be ruining LeBron James' legacy for the rest of his career. Back to you, boys. Back to you guys.
Thanks, news guy. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Tones, the news guy. You always come in with the most accurate stories. Thank you so much.
This is crazy. I wasn't even expecting that. Just breaking news out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Never know what's going to happen here on Point A, Point B.
Never know.
Totally unexpected.
Totally unexpected as well. Fell to my knees with that news. Oh, sorry about that, Grandmaster, man. They wrecked us too. Also, breaking news. Taylor Jenkins has been relieved of his coaching duties as of last night. This is after they have posted a 45-29 record, despite not having their star players for a lot of the season. John Morant with his countless off-the-court escapades, keeping him away from the game. Do you feel like it was fair for Taylor Jenkins to be released from his duties? They felt like he was not enough to get them to the next level at this point in time?
I think so. I think this was the right move. I think it was time to just let him go. Sometimes a freshness is always better, but it's the same thing as we were talking on the last segment. Harbaugh, it's time to go. This one seems right, and it's the right time to let your coach go.
Totally disagree. The reason why he was fired because the regime there wants to run the offense a certain way, and he feels like it doesn't fit with the players that they have, because there's been too many times that the ball is out of Ja's hands. He's in the corner, and Ja is the one that makes the offense move. So why is Ja in the corner, sitting and waiting for the ball during a possession? The offense that they have does not fit the players that they have or how they play. They're trying to put a square peg in a round hole, and he's catching the brunt of it. Totally unfair.
I don't like it. I think that at this point in time, obviously, this is news brought to you by McMenamin. Shout out to McMenamin. Zach Kleeman, who is the general manager, said it was his decision and his decision alone for the reason why they let go of Taylor Jenkins. To me, this is insane. This is a coach who's been has been able to get more, overachieve, I should say, when it comes to that lineup more than anybody else has at this point in time. I think this is a really wild decision from this regime. I mean, who are you going to get? I mean,
exactly.
Right now, I feel like if they go get Adrian Griffin, I'm cool with this. But if somehow Doc Rivers leaves his team and joins this one, I swear to God.
Yeah, I was going to say Doc Rivers.
Because he finds a way to get to every opening. I just don't understand.
He finds a way, man. He finds a way.
He's a monster, man.
He's a snake.
Yeah, he's a deceptive, this Slytherin succotash. Anyway, next on the starting five.
Okay, Sylvester.
Next on the starting five, Hunter Renfrow is looking to make his NFL comeback after taking a year off. He's went to visit two teams so far, the Las Vegas Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. The 29-year-old in his first 5 years in his career was selected in the 2029 draft and has totaled 103 receptions for 1,038 yards and 9 touchdowns. Do you feel like Hunter could still be a great asset on the field right now?
I think so, because from what I remember from watching him play, he's an excellent route runner. Like, he knows how to get open. So, honestly, the Raiders need to consider keeping him.
I think that'd be the best thing for them right now, especially with them going to get, especially with them building the team they're trying to build in Las Vegas. That'd be the best thing for them right now.
It really would.
He's not a speedy. He's not a speedy guy, but his route running is top tier.
Yeah,
here.
For real.
I think for baby Wes Welker, because that's all he's going to be. If you get in him, you know what he's going to be. Route running, slot guy, couple slants, get you about 15, 20 yards. Honestly, not a bad pickup for the Raiders if they continue to keep him.
You obviously had not watched that dude play, because he can play outside, not just a slot. He can get open that one. His route running is that top tier for real.
I wouldn't trust him on the outside. Maybe on a couple of routes.
I would low key, depending who I have out there on the outside, I would definitely slot him. Not gonna lie.
Definitely slot him.
I would definitely slot him. But
I'm not
in the final slot, Abdul Carter thinks with his overall impact of the game. He says, my versatility, I can play multiple positions, and I feel like most importantly, I step up when I'm needed the most when crunch time comes around. When you need someone to make that big play, I feel like I'm the guy who makes that big play. He has a career record of 12 sacks, leading the leading the FBS in 24 tackles for a loss in 2024. He thinks he should be a number 1 draft pick. You guys agree?
100%. Abdul Carter, for pound, if it was any other draft year, if it wasn't for the Schroeders, the Cam Wards, the Travis Hunt, that man is a first overall pick, and Tennessee should take him right now.
Girl.
I might not necessarily agree he be number one in this draft, but he's a number one talent, and I love the confidence to go along with the talent.
I mean, absolutely,
he has the right mentality. He's supposed to think that way.
Absolutely, yeah. Definitely supposed to think that way. I mean, he's definitely talented. I think the thing what keeps him away from being number one is his team need. And I think the number one team in the draft needs a quarterback more than he need an edge rusher, and that's the
only thing.
You know, that's the only thing. It could be argued if he's more of an overall talent or athlete when it comes to him and Travis Henry. Oh my God,
Hunter,
thank you, Travis Hunter.
Yes, sir.
But I mean, that's a conversation to be had due to the fact that Hunter plays on both sides of the ball. But I mean, you can't go wrong with Abdul Carter, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. When it comes to defensive ends longevity in the NFL as well, man, you can't go wrong with that at all. And I think honestly, the quarterback in this draft right now isn't the strongest position in the draft at all. I think edge rushing, wide receivers, and running backs are super deep in this draft right now.
Yes.
So, that's just my opinion. It's just my opinion, my good old opinion. Moving on to the game of the night, man. If you guys did not see last night, Pharaoh, you should be excited. Nipples hard and erect. The Cavaliers. Okay. The Cavaliers.
Okay.
The Cavaliers, man, who have been pretty ass as of late, took a strange and unbelievable loss to the Pistons, who played without Cade Cunningham. Now we are a place, right? We're a team. We're a show that likes to spread the news around, huh? But we want to be honest, okay? Are the Cavs a fallacy of what was believed for them to be the entire year? Are they real? Because they've been losing a lot as of late. I don't trust them, but do you? Brooklyn.
I trust them. I don't think that this is anything to worry about. I think that we got to get back together, get back to what was at the winning ways in the beginning of the season. I think going into the playoffs, they'll be just fine. I'm not going to take away from what Detroit did, though, today or that day. Detroit is on the up and coming. Detroit is serious. They are here, and they are honestly going to make a deep push in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, Detroit, for the first time, has been able to clinch a playoff spot, I believe, since 2015. Pharaoh. It's 2015 the first time they've been able to clinch a playoff spot. They were able to withstand a 38-point performance from Cleveland's Donovan Mitchell, who scored 22 in the fourth quarter. So it wasn't like they weren't trying to win this game. But I'm just not quite sure what's going on. Darius Garland also had 21 points. But Pharaoh, what you've seen most notably was Tim Hardaway went crazy in this game, dropping 38, I believe. You know, how do you feel about your team as it goes on for the rest of the season?
I feel confident in them that they're going to make the playoffs and they're going to make some noise. I'm not too confident in some players. Like you said this earlier, Tim Hardaway, he hasn't been consistent enough for me to have a great feeling about him. I have more of a great feeling with Malik Beasley and Sir Thompson, and of course Cade Cunningham. And there's a possibility that Jaden Ivey can be back by the time the playoffs can start. And Jaden Ivey he's really missed. Like he helps take them to another level. But I'm pretty confident in him.
I just don't know, man. I really worry about making the best of being in purgatory. Yeah. That's pretty much what I feel like about the same way. I mean, they're right now in a place where you don't expect them to be successful through and through. I'm really worried about if they're going to be able to keep this level going. I just don't know if I trust them wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? To be fair, I just don't know if I trust him wholeheartedly. But
I can see that.
The Cavaliers right now, I think is the actual talking point. I feel like when you're a team in the NBA, right, especially a team that's overachieving like the Cavaliers are doing, because no one expected this from the Cavaliers. The top teams that should have been top teams in the Eastern Conference, right? You would go automatically to the
Boston
defending champions, the Boston Celtics. You're looking at the Bucks with the talent that they have. Obviously, this is foregoing the information in regard to Dame Lillard getting a blood clot. So prayers for Dame Lillard and him getting healthy. But you will look to the Bucks when it comes to their talent to be in a top spot. But both of these teams right now weren't teams that you thought would be in this place that they're at right now. I mean, Cavaliers may be in the 5th seed, but not the number 1 seed. But I think that when you are in a situation where you have some talent that they have, and you start winning games, you start feeling very confident, right? And that confidence can lead you to be successful. But once you start taking losses, right, you start questioning whether you're actually who you think that you are. And I think that's what's happening right now with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're starting to think and wonder if they are who they say they are. And once you got Dennis Schroeder doing post-game interviews, you are in a dark place. No one, once you got Dennis Schroeder's doing post-game interviews, I don't
agree with that. I don't think that they're questioning or themselves are losing confidence. I think it's more of the regular season fatigue, because we're talking about an 82 game season, and they know they're going to be in the playoffs. They know they're going to be a high seed. They're ready for the playoffs to start, and sometimes you can lose focus. I think it's more a loss of focus than anything else.
Yeah, but you can't afford to lose focus with 10 games or 9 games left in the regular season.
I mean, that's true. But at the same time, we talked about how all the better teams are in the West, and they are. So, they probably are losing focus because they think that nobody really can catch them outside of Boston.
Yeah, okay, but let's be real right now. Right now, the Bulls right now are on a heater, right? They pretty much they have home field advantage when it comes to the play-in tournament. They're on a heater right now. They beat the Lakers twice.
Yep.
Right? They beat the Lakers twice. Okay. I think they beat the Nuggets too. Mm-hmm. So
are you telling me this Bulls team goes into the playoffs and beats into the play-ins and actually can beat the Cavaliers?
Yes, I think they can beat the Cavaliers.
I don't know, because the thing about it is
I don't know about that.
The Cavs have
the way Josh Giddey is playing right now and Kobe White is playing right now. I think Josh Giddey, as of right now in this last 10 game skid, Josh Giddey and Kobe White are playing better than Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. You're getting more out of that duo.
I don't see that happening.
I don't see it happening either.
I get your argument, but hell no, I don't see that happening, bro.
You think that Cleveland is really? You think Cleveland is really that team? They're Eastern
I don't think they're that team, but I don't think that you're gonna let the Bulls come in and beat Cleveland.
You could not let them, but it can still happen. Like, what are we talking about? We've seen it before.
Cleveland has paint defense. No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, bro. Like, you doing too much with that one.
Bulls got shooting.
You doing too much with that one.
You doing too much with that. So does Cleveland. You doing too much with that one.
Yeah, all right. You know what's never doing too much? You guys at home being able to like, share, and subscribe. It's one of the most important things you can do to help us be able to grow. And we hope that you are willing to do the right thing and help us. Like share, and subscribe. That's the big point. So of course, and we are going towards another segment that we all love. This is not the segment. I apologize. That's the wrong segment. This is the segment doing too much. They brought it up. This segment is the starring segment of Saturday's sports news, where I provide you 3 high quality takes, and you let me know. Am I doing too much? Or I'm not doing enough? All right, fellas.
Because you like to do too much, but go ahead.
You are doing entirely way too much. These are my favorite ones.
All right. Well,
Your ass
I'm
like
not
doing
gonna
too
let
much.
y'all. I'm not gonna let y'all disrespect me, man. Let's talk about it. You guys ready?
Let's
Yes,
get it.
sir.
Walk with me now. Walk with me now.
All right.
I'm leaning in.
I'm here.
Am I doing too much to believe the Phoenix Suns? Hear me. Hear me. Get through the play-in tournament. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Farrell. Stop it. Stop it. Get through the play-in tournament. And beat the Thunder 4-2 first round. Am I doing too much or not enough? Because I think it can happen. I think it can happen.
I need you to give me the number to your connect because you smoking some really, really good weed. If you think the Suns is going to beat the doggone OKC Thunder in the first round, you crazy as hell. There is nothing the Suns have showed throughout this season to show they could beat a team like OKC. Now, we want to talk about defense. They play defense. Who on the Suns team plays any type of defense? Any.
Okay.
No, wait. Before you give me your take, Tones, and you rebuttal that one, I just want to tell you, I just like last week, I think you just right, man. You just right on that one, man. I do not believe in the young OKC besides Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Besides that, Chet, cool. All the other ones, cool. Even Thort is, I ain't gonna lie, he's a baller. But I don't believe in the inexperience in championship runs and playoff basketball. It matters. You know who has that? Devin Booker, who went to the finals. He's not a champion, but he's been there. You know who's a champion, though? Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is a full-on champion. You're not going to take away him in the playoffs over Chet Holmgren. I'm going to take KD. I'm going to take KD.
I must interject one thing before Tom go. We are not going to sit here and bring up Kevin Durant's playoff and championship DNA when we have said several times that KD is not a leader. So why are we even bringing him up as far as leading the team to win the playoffs? We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Okay, first of all, hold on, Farrell. Let me stop you right there, brother. Let me stop you right there, okay? Lock in with me, big dog. Okay? Lock in with me, big dog. All right? First thing first, okay? The Thunder only has one playmaker. One playmaker. And if you decide you're gonna zero in on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, they are done. Their defense, amazing, right? But you're gonna tell me that they can stop three possible heaters like Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal for 6 straight games? I don't believe that. And then on top of that, hold on, stop it. Stop it. If you think they're gonna be able to hold Kevin Durant for 4 straight games, these ain't teams that have to get to the paint. They got 3 shooters. And the Thunder have not proven they've been able to get past scorers in the playoffs with all the defense that they do have. They lost to the Mavericks last year with Kyrie and Luka. We are talking about Kevin Durant, regardless of what he is, being a leader or not, he's a bucket getter. Kevin Durant, and when he has a healthy Devin Booker and a healthy Bradley Beal. When he played for the Nets, did he fail? Yeah, you can say that. But he had injuries with Kyrie Irving and James Harden. One could argue if he did not have those injuries, he would have got past the Bucks and they would have went to the NBA Finals.
Pharaoh, they also got the man that Shaq said is just as talented as Victor Wembanyama and Bobo. I'm joking. Bobo. Bo. Pharaoh, let me tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. Big butts, I like to touch. Pharaoh, you need the hush. Tones, you doing too much. Suns in 5.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's play a game and keep the same energy. Let's play a game and keep the same energy. I have heard my man Tones right here wax poetic about how Bradley Beal has never been a winner. I have heard him wax poetic about KD has never been a leader on a winner. He's been in the car riding. He never drove the car. So now you're trying to convince me that these two together can beat one of, if not the best team in the NBA, as far as and one of the best defense teams.
Yes, because you know who else has not been a winner? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder has not gotten as far as you know what I'm saying? Like what are we saying?
But unlike the three that you're naming, Shai plays defense.
So what? Kevin Durant's a top 10 scorer. Who is he gonna guard?
All time.
All three of them.
Okay. We said people said the same thing when KD was still with the Nets when they got ready to play Boston, and Boston put the absolute clamps on his ass.
So you trust Boston. The Nets team had injuries. It was just Kevin Durant by itself when they played Boston.
You tell me right now, Kyrie and
there.
Jenkins with both. No, it wasn't.
So
it wasn't.
You trust. Hold on. You trust Shai, Lou Dort, and Chet Holmgren more than you trust Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal?
Yes.
Offensively?
Yes.
Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
Wild word.
I hear what they are doing in the regular season does not. I've seen regular season teams, i.e., because the way you're talking right now, the Atlanta Hawks should have went to the NBA championship when LeBron James took them out. Like, what are we talking about?
No.
We have seen teams.
If we're talking the way you're talking, Pharaoh, then the Toronto Raptors should have been NBA champions when LeBron multiple times.
The Thunder should have got past.
Look at
the Warriors.
The defense that the Toronto Raptors had with Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, Serge Ibaka. They had defense.
And regardless of injury, the Clippers should have been NBA champions.
Oh, the Clippers.
Okay, so I not only mentioned the fact that they play defense, the fact that they have better leadership than the Suns do. Because like I just brought up the fact that KD is not a leader. You're going to sit here and make the comparison about Atlanta Hawks facing LeBron. LeBron's a leader. You know how to break teams down. KD has not shown the ability nor the want to break a team down. So I don't even know. I can't believe that to make y'all argument, y'all try to put KD and LeBron in the same damn sentence. I can't believe this happened.
KD beat okay, but I can say this because I'm a LeBron James fan. KD beat LeBron twice, and then on top of that, respectfully, it's not like KD didn't get to a championship without the Warriors. He got to a chip without the Warriors. He faced LeBron and lost to him before in OKC, and he's been to more Western Conference Finals than the Thunder has been to a play. Any player in the Thunder has not been to enough playoff series to compare to KD being in Western Conference Finals.
Being at the age that you are, I'm gonna ask you a simple question: does experience matter?
With some things, yes. So at this pedigree of being great, of being a champion.
Does being there, having to have been, even if you lost, like I said, Devin Booker lost his, but does being in the game matter?
It's not. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't give you any experience of how to actually get there again. So this, I'm telling you now, the experience that Devin Booker has, the experience of not KD bringing the young OKC to the finals or being a contributor to the great Warrior teams that he was. The championship caliber and experience that the Thunder does not, that they're lacking in, is why their downfall, because they're going to get shaken. When you're under the bright lights, people tend to crumble. That defense tends to crumble, and we've seen it time and time again.
KD
also
last year.
KD also crumbles when he's the forefront center star too. Let's be honest about this, because see, y'all trying to dance around this whole thing. Okay, when KD played for Golden State, he wasn't the one that everybody looked at. That was Steph's team.
He was the Finals MVP twice.
I was just about to say the same thing.
It doesn't matter if he was the final MVP twice.
But what does that mean? Yes, it does. What does that mean? It's because he was the best player on the court in the MVP.
I'll let you get done. Like I was saying, Steph, it was still Steph's team. That's why he always felt uncomfortable. It was still Steph's team. It was not KD's team. Yes, he won final MVP twice. It was still Steph's team. When he had a team to himself in Brooklyn, what happened? Bullshit.
Everybody was injured. Everybody was injured.
So
Steph's team, Boston Cream, Stretch Limousine, Suns in 5. I'm not letting you sit here, right? And compare. Okay, first of all, you are talking heavy about a Thunder team that was in the #1 seed last year and fell to the Mavericks. The Mavericks, sir. The Mavericks.
The Mavericks.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn how you feel about Luka. No. I don't give a damn how you feel about Luka right now. I don't care. He's not better than Kevin Durant. He's not. I don't give a damn how you feel about Luka right now. He's not better than Kevin Durant. I don't give a damn.
Kevin Durant.
What?
He can carry a team better than Kevin Durant. Because that's what it all boiled down to. I don't know. I'm not getting it. I don't understand.
It was him and Kyrie that went to the Western Conference. That went to an NBA championship. It was him and Kyrie. By himself, he never got that far.
Guess who wasn't there for Kevin Durant?
Wait a minute. Hold on, Brooklyn. Wait a minute. The same Kyrie that you said has never been a winner? So now you give him credit for taking him to the finals. So it wasn't Luka. Okay.
Kyrie is a great Robin. He's the best Robin I've ever seen.
As the best player,
talk is fierce right now.
As the best player on the team, Kyrie is not a winner. Absolutely not. But as a Robin, yes, he balls out.
LeBron said that.
When I mentioned the fact,
look at what Kyrie did before he got injured this year. He was averaging 30.
When I mentioned the fact when Kyrie was still with the Cavs, and I mentioned the fact that he was clutch when he hit that final three to win the series.
Absolutely was clutch.
No, that's not what you said when I first said it.
Clutch or a winner?
Both.
Farrell. I think what you're trying to do is twist the narrative of what I said before.
No, I'm not. Cool. I'm repeating what you said.
Okay, all right, that's cool. But I know bullshit when I hear it. Okay, you are not going to sit
here.
You are not going to sit here. You're not going to sit here.
I got this one clip because when they win, when they come back, and this has been proven true, Farrell, I'm coming back for you.
This is wild. This is wild.
It really is wild.
Next hot take. Walk with me now.
I don't know what that last, but I'm listening.
Walk with me now.
That was an adventure.
Stick with me now. Anthony Edwards will win an MVP before Luka. Anthony Edwards will win an MVP award before Luka wins an MVP award. Look at Anthony Edwards. Look at how look at who votes for the MVPs. Look who they compare him to. Okay?
Brooklyn, you take that one first.
No. Just hear me out.
No, I'm listening.
Look at who they compare him to. Look who controls the MVP voting, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. You think to glaze Michael Jordan, they won't vote who they feel to be the next coming of Michael Jordan, Anthony Edwards? Narratives control it. If it was about anything else, if it was about stats, then right now Jokic would be #1 that everybody votes for MVP, but it's not. It's about narratives. That's why SGA is going to win it this year. And if that's going to be the case, then Luka's statistical categories would never lead him to an MVP before Anthony Edwards. That is my take. That is the hotness of it. Am I doing too much? Am I not doing enough? Talk to me.
You said I could take this one. I'm going to go ahead. See, I'm a more of an Anthony Edwards fan than I am a Luka fan. So while you're hitting the spot where I would say I want Anthony Edwards to be MVP, I don't see it. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. If anything, some reason in my heart, I tell you, Luka might be MVP next season.
You know what?
Next season. Again, I want Anthony Edwards MVP, and I believe in it. The comparisons to Michael Jordan with Stephen A. Smith. Look at the brother. Look at him. He's just so great. And you're that's all I hear from Stephen A. That's it. Stephen A. Don't even get me started on him.
Oh my God.
I just don't understand the narrative at all. I can understand some narratives when you're trying to paint it. This one, I don't. He's a great athlete. He is a great baller. He is great, but you're not going to tell me right now a man who's averaging 37 points a game is just not better or not going to be in the MVP race more than Anthony Edwards. I don't see it.
I'm telling you right now, bro. I think being the Lakers is going to hurt Luka. All right, people have a problem with the Lakers. People hate the Lakers. Okay, that's just what it is. People love to hate the Lakers. And before any other team, especially if he leads a Timberwolves team to the #1 seed in the West, which I think he could. I don't think the Thunder will be able to maintain this #1 seed thing. I'm trying to fix my camera. One second. My apologies. This #1 seed thing for the next 2 more years. And if we're seeing anything that we've seen before on the offseason, they may move Julius Randle again, which I think that they should do. Okay,
they should.
If that's the case, Anthony Edwards is a better two-way player. Okay.
Yeah.
When it comes to what he does on the court, I feel like he's more conducive to leading to wins than Luka is. They got to the same place last year. Okay, Anthony Edwards just wasn't enough by himself. And when they get rid of that walking bum mountain of Gobert.
He's about calling Gortat.
I will always call him Gortat. I'm telling you right now.
Gortat was better.
I'm telling you
Gortat
right
was
now.
way better. Don't disrespect Marshawn Gortat.
Gortat was better.
I'm just saying right now though. That's my argument. I don't see a reason why Anthony Edwards, especially with his personality, his bravado, the way he talks, the confidence, the attitude, people gonna want to give him an MVP. They're gonna want to give him something.
My turn.
All right, let's hear
My
it.
turn. Hey, Tone, I see you've been in the kitchen, and you've been throwing some pots around, throwing some seasoning and some milk and eggs and flour. And bro, you cooking just right. You hear me? You cooking just right. You spot on with this one, because one, me personally, I think he would have earned it. However, the narrative portion is correct. Let's be honest about this. I'm gonna say something might not be popular amongst my people.
Hold up. Keep that thought.
Mm-hmm.
Now the narrative portion is correct. When last week we talked about the narrative thing being the conversation, and you had a whole issue with this.
He's on your side right now. Shut up.
Go ahead, Pharaoh.
No. Bring your point back. What narrative conversation are you talking about?
You did. You had a whole shit.
I said Joe Burrow for MVP, and the narrative was I said narrative will overshadow stats. And now you talk about
my problem. No, to bring that back, my problem was not with the narrative. My problem was for the narrative to completely fit with Joe Burrow. For it to fit completely, he has to have the wins go along with it. The wins won't add up. Go back and look at the film. I said the wins won't add up.
And I debunked that. I said Adrian Peterson won MVP on a 9-game season where he didn't make the playoffs, but he had a spectacular season where it's undeniable. Some players have undeniable seasons where you can't take away the narrative.
They won't be able to do that after they have made it a point to bring up the fact that the MVP should be on the best team.
No, the MVP should be the most best player in the National Football League, but it's not. It's the best quarterback in the league, and that's Joe Burrow if it's possibility.
On the best team. On the best team. But
so Pharaoh, get back to Anthony Edwards. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I was about to say is the narrative is going to be this. Most of the NBA is black. Let's be honest about this.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
So, a lot of beat and sports writers have shown to have problems when the MVP is not someone who looks like Mia Tone. They won't say it out loud. They won't say it directly, but you can tell by how they talk about it and how they talk about certain players. Like I heard Kendrick Perkins just talk crazy about Jokic, and we all know the reason why he's saying that, because Jokic had the numbers to back up him being an MVP.
I think it's more about American born versus. But that we'll keep that conversation for the next segment though. But go ahead. I'm gonna say
It's some of that too, but it's also what I'm saying. So
you could bring the race into it, but I think it's more or less, I don't think they were deserving. I'm in my opinion, like even with Steve Nash, let's be real, was he deserving of those 2 MVPs?
over Shaq?
No. But he got it anyway. And that's the narrative part.
Recency bias hurts people as well too, because LeBron's supposed to get it over Derrick Rose and Kevin Durant. But go ahead though, Farrell.
Yeah, that's also part of it, because of the fact that, you know, after you win so many, everybody says no such thing as voter fatigue, but there really is such a thing as voter fatigue, because is Jokic not averaging a triple-double again this year?
Yeah.
So why would he not be the front runner? He's not the front runner because he's won it like 3 times in the past 4 years. So they want to put it. They want to give it to somebody else.
I hear you. We're gonna move on. And I think this is a great time to move on to the last doing too much topic. And this time we're gonna go to the NFL.
I'm ready.
This season coming up, with what this team was able to put together in the off season, walk with me now. I got the Raiders leading the division next season.
The Raiders?
Raiders leading the division next season. Oh, seem like I'm crazy. Hot take. Am I doing too much or not enough?
Make sure I heard you correctly.
Yep.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask one more time to make sure my ears are clear.
Yep.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
Yep.
Are going to win the AFC West.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I'm not going to dignify that with an answer.
Why not?
Because there's 2 teams, even with what the Raiders have done, there's 2 teams that I can name off the top of my head that are better than them. One of them is your team.
So?
You think the Raiders are going to outperform the Broncos, Chargers? I'll even say the Chiefs, even though I don't think the Chiefs going to. I honestly, my hot take, I'll be surprised the Chiefs have win a record, but that's neither here nor there. But you think they're going to outplay the Chargers and the Broncos?
Let me just say this. Broncos still got a young quarterback. I'm a Broncos fan, but I don't believe in the Broncos.
Raiders don't have no quarterback.
Let me work. I don't believe in them right now with what they're missing. I think the Chiefs are due for a bad year. If it's anything I've seen from last year, they were in a bunch of games that could have went either way last season. I think they will go the other way. And the Chargers were 11-6. Okay? And I do not think the Chargers are real. I think the Raiders, with all things being said, and all the question marks in the AFC West, you have a chance to sneak into that number 1 spot. I think the AFC West can be weak as hell this season too. Not gonna lie.
Brooklyn, you want this first? You want me to take it?
That's what I said.
I'll take it. I'll go because this gave me a little bit. Tones, I get the point. I get the point of this segment. I get the point of what we're trying to do here. And this is a wonderful show. Shout out to the production and everything. But you need to get the drug test. You need to stop it. Get some help. You need counseling.
Rehab.
Bro, I've been preaching lately. I can try to steer you towards some Jesus. I don't know what you need, but that was entirely too much. Way too much. That was stupid, asinine, the most redundant statement. Sir, I don't even know if that was English. You're telling me right now, and you're going to look everybody, these fine people watching, hi, Neko, thank you for loving my beard. You going to tell Neko, look at Neko right now and tell her that the Raiders are going to be better than the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Chargers. The Chargers have a quarterback. Who right now is the quarterback? Even with a prediction, who are they going to get? Who in free agency will be the Raiders' saving grace? Who in the draft? Ewers?
Shedeur Sanders.
Oh my.
Shedeur Sanders can drop to the Raiders, and if he does drop number 6 to the Raiders,
He's going to drop. Yeah, Shedeur Sanders, the only 1 or 2 quarterback in the entire draft, is going to drop all the way to 6, and the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl. And the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl. Hallelujah! I tell you now, that is wild take
I'm
right
just
now.
saying,
Pharaoh, tell him.
Don't
Take
tell
it.
me. Tell me. I'm saying, is that crazy?
Okay.
Pharaoh,
It's not
you're old.
crazy.
You need to just go ahead, scold him.
First, I just saw the message. First off, hey Neko, how you doing, bestie? I miss you too. Tom, to you. I believe Shedeur Sanders is gonna fall to the Raiders. I really do.
Wow.
Now, that being said,
We just okay. Go ahead. Because I'll just go ahead. I got to retort for all that you just said for Brooklyn. But go ahead, Pharaoh.
Looking at the team overall, they have made a lot of good moves. Yeah,
Talk to me.
I'll give you that.
Talk
I'll
to me.
give you that. But to think you're counting on a turnaround like the Washington Commanders.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
But I don't see that with them. I don't. Because they got problems on the line. They got to get more defenders. They got to get better cornerbacks. They need to get more wide receivers. There's too many things that are still missing on this team to expect a Commanders turnaround.
First of all, as of right now, they got Geno Smith, right, who played great with the Seahawks last year, and they can go get Shedeur Sanders, right? They extended Max Crosby. Okay, all right. They got Alex Cappa. They got Alex Cappa on that line. Okay.
Shoot, they just signed Devin White.
They got Raheem Mostert. They got Jeremy Chin. All right. Eric Stokes. Okay. They went crazy. Malcolm Kuntz. They went crazy. And you telling me if they can go and get all of that and then compare it with a young quarterback that got something to prove? They can't have a Commanders-esque season, bro. Nobody expected that from the Commanders.
And the Broncos did that exact thing, just better. They signed 2 All-Pro, Pro Bowl defenders. They still had a great defensive line, a young quarterback where they put wide receivers around them. If anyone's going to pull a Commanders-esque season, it's the Broncos.
No. Was the Broncos ever better than the Commanders last season?
No.
So we talking about a rookie quarterback able to come in and change the whole franchise. Now our Commanders are looked at as a playoff team, as a title, as maybe a title threat, right? After what we see last season, and you're saying that I can't believe the Raiders can have the same thing. when the NFL would want the Raiders to have that?
You can believe
Walk
you
with me
you can
now. Walk
believe
with me.
that you can walk outside right now and it's gonna start raining $5 bills, but it's not.
If it did, I'd be a rich man. Hey.
I'm not saying that they won't have a better season than last year. I definitely think they're gonna have a better season than last year.
Mm-hmm.
But the Broncos played well enough to get into the playoffs.
Okay.
They're going to be better this year. The Chargers played good enough to get in the playoffs. And one thing about John Harbaugh, I have never seen where his teams have regressed after having a good season like that. They're going to get better. I don't see them overtaking those two teams. That's what I'm saying. If you're talking about are they going to have a better season where they could possibly make the playoffs, I'm with you on that.
I'm with you on that.
But outperforming the Broncos and the Chargers coming in next season,
you said winning the division.
I don't see that. I don't see that.
All right. Well, what I do see is an opportunity for you at home to be able to join the Shattered Network team by sharing, and subscribing. It's the best thing that you can do to help us be as great as we possibly can be, and we appreciate you so very much. So we hope that what you can do at home is do your part, and you can actually use your Amazon subscription to be able to be a part of the team as well. So don't sleep on that opportunity, and make sure you join the Shattered Network family. Moving on to our great debate. To our great debate of the day. And this one right here, I think it's gonna be a great one. I want to talk about this right now. When it comes to what we've seen from this past off season, watching the Olympics, right? And we start looking at players that are young still. Giannis Antetokounmpo is 30. Wembanyama is 23. You got Luka being 26, right? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 26. The best players right now, when it comes to the general consensus, if you know what I mean, are not from America. So is the U.S. dominance over the NBA, especially when you look at the MVPs too for the last 3 years, are going to be Jokic, SGA. Is the U.S. dominance over the NBA rearing to the end, especially with LeBron, KD, and Stephen Curry on the way out the door?
I'm gonna go ahead and just take that and say yes. I think it's over. I don't see a lot of young Americans coming up and saying that we're gonna go ahead and be the best in the NBA. But every time there's a new up and comer, he's coming from some out of the league, French league, and it's not even, sometimes it surprises you, like Giannis. You know, when saw Giannis, Jokic was drafted during the Taco Bell commercial. And I just believe that the greatest players right now are all just international players. And that's how it's going to be for the next few years going forward, just because they have a different kind of drive, I guess, that we have here. They want to be greater.
There.
As it stands right now, I begrudgingly have to agree with that take. Because if you look at the comparison of players as far as American-born players that are considered superstars in the NBA, like that are household names outside of Anthony Edwards, you kind of thin at the Anthony Edwards when you think about the young, like it gets kind of thin. Jason Tatum,
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Anthony Edwards coming into the league right now. Number one draft pick is gonna be Cooper Flag, Kobe White.
You said Kobe White. You see how deep you have to go into the bag? I'm just saying, he's hooping. Yeah. I'm just saying, you see how deep you have to go into the bag to pull out some all-stars.
Like Cade Cunningham, LaMelo Ball, but he's always hurt.
LaMelo Ball, he's getting a minor injury for the rest of the season. Cade Cunningham, yeah. But yeah, keep going. Go ahead.
And these are mostly guards we talking about. We haven't even talked about any big men yet, or like fours or threes. So
isn't Anthony Davis from here?
Anthony Davis, also
Kyrie,
Cat, Big Cat is 29.
Big Cat.
Cat, Mobley from the Cavaliers,
and apparently from this last season, Joel Embiid. You know, America.
Yeah. It's like we have a lot of like good to great players. The ones that we're not, but they're not the ones moving the needles, except for like Ant for like MVP. So it's true.
It's
okay,
true.
so I gotta be this guy, man, and I hate having to be the guy. You know what I mean? That's gonna obviously just argue this. If you think the American-born sport. All right. Now we talk about conspiracies and everything else when it comes to everything else in sports and the NBA especially. But now we just feel like we're gonna allow them, and I can understand, especially with the NBA right now signed a contract with FIBA, looking to start a Euro League and stuff like that over there as well. To bring more of the NBA to the rest of the world. I respect that. I love it. I love the fact that we have the inclusion that we have. Right? Which is awesome. Bam Adebayo was born here. Okay. All right. We got a lot of players that we named. That's that star player athlete.
True.
Anthony Edwards is going to win championships. Jason Tatum is going to win more championships. Devin Booker is still young and still hooping. Okay. We are not. Come on, man. Let's talk. Let's Donovan Mitchell. Like, these players are still young. They still hooping. I think okay, maybe not dominance, but I still believe it's going to be USA over for at least another 7 years. That's where Cooper come in the league. Stop playing with Cooper, bro.
The point I was making is if you talking about like the MVP caliber players, if you look at it across the NBA, it's mostly European. But if you look at the sheer number of good to great players,
But that's the thing. Even in Europe, just European good to great players. You still got good to great players like Dominant Sabonis. You still got Lauri Markkanen. You still got people
Sabonis was born here.
Sabonis is European.
He's born here.
He's a U.S. citizen.
He's born here.
Do a fact check. We'll do a fact check.
Sabonis, his dad is from where he's from, but Sabonis was born here.
That makes him a U.S. citizen.
Yep, you're right.
Thank you.
I'm wrong on that one. No, you're right. I know,
because his dad played in the NBA. So why would
Arvidas.
So out of one player, Nikola Vucevic is still there. Frank Wentz is still there. Kristaps Porzingis was still Vucevic. My bad. I'm naming good to great players. We're not talking MVP caliber. The European calibers and the French calibers and all the other nations are still good to great.
But they don't outnumber us. They don't outnumber us.
Like, you talking about good to great players?
That's what Pharaoh was talking. I'm saying the same way the Americans, they also have good to great players, not just all-star level players.
Okay. We're sleeping on Jalen Brunson. We're sleeping on Cat. We're sleeping on Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. And you're gonna bring in Vucevic, bro. Like, let's. I can bring in Kobe.
You brought in Kobe.
I'm saying I can bring in Kobe. Right. We're not doing that.
Because Vucevic, you telling me Vucevic not balling for the Bulls right now. He's part of that.
So hold on. So you bringing in injury prone players, right? Like you can say Wemby and stuff like that, right? I can say LaMelo. I can say Zion.
We did say LaMelo. We did.
I can say Zion. I can say Ja. I can say we talking about. We're talking about some of the biggest names, especially the young names that's most exciting in the NBA. are American born.
Yeah.
I'm saying, bro. The big name.
I'm not a fan. But that's even the thing, and that's the whole point. I'm not even a fan.
I'm not a fan.
But I'm not a fan of the European talent always just taking over. I think that American-made is what we hear. It's an American-made game. But even Canada's taking. There's Canadian players are taking over the league.
I hear you. This has been all super duper exciting. Right? Super duper exciting. But it leads us to our last segment, the most exciting segment, the return of the most exciting segment in sports entertainment history. Make a point. This one right here is one of the greatest segments because it allows us to be able to put a name on it, put some numbers on it. You can't hide no more. Who's right? Who's wrong? Who's gonna win? You boys ready? All right, you guys see what's up on the screen. If you haven't been here before to see this game in action, you're gonna have a great time. Brought to you by Dash Catering. Make a point. Point A and point B has on my left, Farrell. On the right, Brooklyn. Due to internet issues, last time we played, Brooklyn came out with a win. But before, Farrell did win the whole game last time. So we are 1-1.
Mm-hmm. Technically 1-1.
We can't let Brooklyn take an L because Farrell's internet took a crack. All right? So this is the reality. If you have not watched before, this is how the game goes. I give an argument question. Both boys. I'm sorry, the initial person gets 1 minute to make his initial statement, and then they get 1 minute to debate. The good points get a point, bad points get one taken away. Everybody understands the rules?
All right, let's get it.
Let's shake our hands. Let's get it on. Taking opposing sides. Ravens will be number one in their division for the next 2 years. Farrell, you start first.
Well, the answer is yes, because the Browns are going to keep Browning. They're in total rebuild right now. Yeah, Pittsburgh went and got DK Metcalf, but they can't even find a quarterback right now, and they still have issues on the line, and they got to get another running back. And honestly, they're having some issues in communication in the defense. Now we go to the Bengals. The Bengals don't have any defense whatsoever, and they still have a bunch of questions on the offensive line. So all that adds up to not too many wins. Yeah, it's going to be the Ravens.
Okay. Now, you don't need that much time. You done? You good? All right.
Done.
All right. You get 1 minute to debate this, Brooklyn. Your retort. You start first. Let's go.
Sorry, I was choking there. Kind of like Lamar Jackson. Every single time he's in playoff position. I just want to start there. Let's start with Lamar. He is the world's greatest choke artist. He's the greatest Luger. He's the Kyrie Irving of the NFL. Every time he gets the opportunity to be great, he's not. You talk about the Steelers, Mike Tomlin. Every single year, what does he do? playoff bound, playoff bound, playoff bound, quarterback after quarterback after quarterback. So you talk about, oh, he doesn't know the quarterback. It doesn't matter what quarterback Mike Tomlin has. He's still going to be playoff bound with a possibility of beating you. Just like the same possibility of last year with 2 quarterbacks. I don't know which quarterback. It didn't matter. He was still possibly about to take that NFC North title away from you, and that was going to be happening.
Stop. All right. Now you got 1 minute. Go back and forth. Okay, y'all ready? Go.
Ahead,
Go.
Pharaoh.
Get into it.
You can start.
Okay, first off, we're talking about winning the division, which is in the regular season and not the playoffs. The second thing is, you brought up Mike Tomlin last year. Last I checked, the last 2 games he got boat raced by the Ravens. Like, they trounced him. So the third thing is, every season Lamar has been healthy, the Ravens have either been 1 game out of winning the division or they've won the division.
You hear that? It's always a possibility of 1 game out of the division or in the division. I'm not arguing the fact that he's not going to be in the possibility in the race of the division. I'm saying for the next 2 years, he's no longer going to be the division. You have an aging running back who you need to have 20 carries to win a game. Need a necessity, not off of Lamar Jackson's back. There's a necessity. Hold on. There's a necessity.
So you telling me? So Derrick Henry is playing with the Ravens 2019 when they went 14-2. Oh, so when they went 13-4, he was there too, right? No, he wasn't there.
Stop. Time is up. Ooh. Hey.
You must be out your mind.
Hey. As of right now, first question in. We are tied 4-4. That was nasty. Hold on. I'm just saying, nobody brought my boy Joe Burrow MVP? What?
I was gonna, but it was time. I ran out of time.
That's crazy. Let's go. Okay. Next one. Bills. Bills can't pay the bills. They will not be a leader of their division this season coming up when it comes to the AFC East.
I'm gonna start this one out. As much as it pains me to say, every single year Josh Allen's gonna Josh Allen. The Bills are gonna be the Bills. They are the greatest show right now on turf. Josh Allen is a bulldozer, dragging men into the end zone as a Herculean does. They've done nothing besides get better and better. The offensive line is a work in progress, but they are the best offense in football at the point in time. The defense as well, gotten better and better. Josh Allen is going to be right there in good old Buffalo. When every time a visitor comes and plays in the snow, you know what's going to happen. Dominance.
That's it?
That's it.
So what is your point? Are you saying they're going to be the leaders in the AFC East or not?
Yep, every year. For the next 3 years, as long as Josh Allen is under helm, they are going to be the leaders. It's all under Josh.
Pharaoh, go ahead. You got a minute to retort.
Okay, we're talking about the same Bills team that didn't add any pieces as far as wide receivers during the offseason. We're talking about the same Bills team that actually lost defenders, and the defenders that they have, I mean, they worked well cohesively, but they weren't like anybody to write home about. We're talking about the same Bills that is in the same division as the Dolphins, who, when Tua is healthy, the Dolphins can score with anyone. So I'm not. No. They're not.
That's it. I'm gonna say mine, but you got a minute to argue this. Go.
You started last time. I'm gonna tell you right now. Your argument was Tua. That should have been a point taken off. When Tua is healthy, Josh Allen is always healthy. He has been consistently healthy. He is the reigning MVP right now, and you're not gonna tell me, unfortunately, my Jets, the Dolphins, or anybody else. I'm not even gonna name the other team, Patriots. A consistent dumpster fire since Tom Brady has left. It's an undeniable truth that Josh Allen is going to carry them
to
the promised land.
Farrell, go. Hurry up.
Well, unless Josh Allen is also going to play defense, the Bills are in trouble because they don't really have a pass rush to talk about. The corner that they signed, gave all that money to, was a 5th-round pick. No, bro, listen, their defense is going to be suspect next year.
Greg Russo is still a top 5 pass rusher right now. I don't understand why you say that. They have top 10 in pass rushing in the last NFL. I'm looking at the stat right now.
Yeah. Done. That was nasty. Brooklyn's up 8-6. Brooklyn is up 8-6. That one was a good one. This is the last one to bring it home. You boys ready?
Do it.
Boys ready?
Let's get it.
Do it.
Let's talk about it. We are going to move to the NFC North, where 2 juggernauts roam the lands, the Lions and the Vikings. With Ben Johnson being gone, the Lions will still retain the #1 spots in the NFC. The NFC North. Farrell, you will go first in this argument.
Yes, the Lions are going to retain their spot as a top dog in the NFC North. They still have the better quarterback, and while I do understand that the Vikings quarterback is was good and they want to start him last year and whatnot, he still has no experience. Then they have Justin Jefferson, but the Lions have more talent on the offense all around. And let's be honest about this. Last year, they still made the playoffs when they lost almost everybody that was starting on defense. They're getting all the defensive players back from last year that they were missing. And a lot of times, they was putting up 40 and 50 on people. So, yeah, it's going to be the Lions.
I had a point on him when he said that one. That defensive one, I had a point at you.
I don't understand how you might give him a point on that defensive line part when
go ahead,
both of their corners, Carlton Davis, has signed with the Patriots. They lost their defensive coordinator to the New York Jets. You think the defense is going to be the exact same without the same coordinator? It never is. So how is it going to be the same? Right now, you have Minnesota, who did retain all of their coordinators. You did right now have the best wide receiver in the game in Jay Jettas, but not even to mention that, TJ Hawkinson. We failed to miss the art of a tight end who can get him the ball. TJ Hawkinson's a touchdown machine. Their defense did sign players from a championship like CJ Gardner from the Eagles. So I don't understand right now how you're going to tell me all around that they still have one of the best running backs in Aaron Jones, a fullback, a lost art again, in CJ Ham, one of the best to do it. The second wide receiver behind Jay Jettas is still Jordan Addison. Monstrous year.
Done. I'm sorry. I got lost for a second in that amazing fucking wow. I got lost. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got lost. I'm supposed to be refereeing and as of right now, okay. Are you guys hearing me? Are we both locked in? Brooklyn is up as of right now, 11-8. This is for all the marbles, okay? This is for the championship. This is for 2 out of 3. Are you guys ready?
Let's get it.
It is time to argue this. You both must be aggressive. You have 1 minute. Do not let one person dominate the clock. Are you ready?
Let's get it.
Let's get it out.
Now, you brought up who they have with the Vikings. Let me call some names. Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Laporta. I mean, we're not gonna say and talk like the Lions don't have offensive talent.
They have great talent, but not better than the Minnesota Vikings. So right now, Jared Goff is aging, on the decline. He's done all he had to do. Now you got JJ McCarthy on the uprise, fresh start on a quarterback where you have implemented a offense last year that you allowed Sam Darnold to look like an MVP candidate.
And that same offense lost in the doggone first game they played in the playoffs. So that argument don't stand with me. So that and honestly, I think Detroit's defense is better. If you look at it all the way around, the fact that they
signed two players, Isaiah Rodgers from the Eagles,
All done,
CJ
all
Gardner
done,
from the
all
Eagles.
done, all done. Oh man, what a fight! What a fight! What a fight! The winner and now champion of Make a Point, Brooklyn, ending the game 12-11. Pharaoh, I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, the argument about best defense, where Brooklyn already brought up the point that they signed multiple defensive players. Also, Brooklyn, the point of Lions losing both of their coordinators, and the Vikings were able to make an MVP level quarterback out of Sam Darnold with that system. Kind of nasty work.
Yeah.
I did not like the whole Jared Goff aging. Did not matter.
I don't believe in him.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that point. I couldn't get you a point there. But I shake hands, bro. I shake hands, boys. I shake hands. I shake hands. Oh man, what you gotta say, Pharaoh?
You lucky I lost my internet last week. If I remember correctly, I was cooking.
You were cooking, but I don't know. I feel like I had that third round, so it's all he said, she said.
So.
Whenever you leave, you know what?
So.
Right now, me and you playing 2K and you up 20 points and you'll disconnect. Who gets the lows?
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie. This show this week was something to behold. What an amazing experience. I want to thank both of my hosts for being able to be a part of the show. Brooklyn, Pharaoh, thank you so much for being a part of the show and making it what it is. I want to thank everybody that was able to watch the show today. Thank you so much for being a part of it. We do appreciate you being a part of it. It really means the most to us. Thank you, everybody that watched on on Twitch. We appreciate it. And for those who are able to watch on YouTube, which stream we are ending right now, so thank you if you were there on YouTube. Appreciate it. You will get Point A, Point B every week here on YouTube as well. So thank you so much. So we're going to be ending that stream over there as far